Hi and welcome to this live currency strength indicator table video with me, John, on this Monday the 20th of February. Here you can see we have the tables in front of us. We have two types of tables. We have the trend traders table and the day traders table. These are showing us the same studies but just highlighting different time frames. You can see here some of the currencies are highlighted in green. That means there is a confluence between those trading time frames, and that's where we'll be focusing some of our attention in these videos. The tables auto update every 5 minutes 24/7, meaning that if you are a member you can see how the markets stand right now in real time. So how do the markets stand right now in real time? Well, we can see that the dollar remains the strongest currency on both the trend traders and the day traders table. That is followed by the Swiss franc as the second strongest currency on both. On the weak side of things, we've got the New Zealand dollar topping both tables, followed by the Japanese yen on both tables. We're going to focus on New Zealand US dollar in this video, as well as New Zealand Swiss, so stick around for that. We're going to highlight some potential trend trading opportunities and day trading opportunities that you could potentially look at, and we'll highlight some key areas for you to watch and place some alerts. So any news around this currency first? Well, we do have an RBNZ rate decision this week, so I do want to just let you know that there is an RBNZ rate decision. They are looking to hike interest rates by 50 basis points this week, so that could have an effect on the New Zealand dollar coming into this week. However, at the moment it is the weakest currency, so let's go take a look if there's any opportunities. Now I'm on the New Zealand US dollar chart at the moment. We can tell that because if you look at the top left hand corner of the screen, you can see our chart partner here. If you are watching this on YouTube at a later date, you'll be able to see the description down below to get yourself a chart partner. And this gives us loads of information, so you can see quite clearly here I'm on the daily time frame. You can see current price, you can see the current open, high, low, and our spread, which is our cost to do business. So lots of information there, easily visible in the top left corner of your screen. So if you do want it, or you are interested in chart partner, then head over in the description link below if you are watching this on YouTube at a later date. However, today we can see that the 0.62 handle and the 200 moving average comes in around about the 0.6192, are in a nice little area for price to come and target on the way down. You can see actually on Friday we retested the 0.62 handle and we formed a sort of pin candle, a low test candle off that area, which naturally would suggest that you should be looking for some upside movement. However, we know that the strength and weakness is saying that we should be looking for some downside. So you can either look at it from one or two perspectives. If I was a trend trader looking at this opportunity now, I would want to sit on my hands because we are at a level of support. So I'd want to wait for two options. Option one would be a pullback up higher, maybe a retest of this trend line as resistance. So you can see the trend line that followed through here was support, could turn resistance on the way down, which comes as well in line with previous structure highs. Alternatively, if price was to trade through the 0.62 handle, we could look for a retest on the other side for a continuation down to the next level of support. However, as a day trader as well, you might want to be looking for short-term trading opportunities back down, because if we go down into the H4 chart, you can see that price is making lower lows and lower highs. We actually talked about looking for selling opportunities at the 0.63 resistance in here for a short down to the 0.62 handle. So if you did play that move there, we had a nice 100 pip move to the downside. However, we've jumped back up recently and we've recently come back into previous structure lows. So usually the market will create lower highs and lower lows until it comes into an area of support. So if price was to come back down maybe and form the double bottom pattern, then what we could look for essentially is a short-term move to the downside in order to then look for the longer-term pullback or look for the break and retest. Okay, so if I was going to look at this from a day trading point of view, I'll be looking at my 15-minute time frame and I'll be trying to spot areas of support and resistance. So you can see we've kind of traded to the downside. I did put this minor level of resistance, and you can see that we retested it on the other side and moved to the downside. However, if I was looking at this now, I'd want to see price come a lot higher. I'd want to see price come from the area where it started the sell-off. So you can see I've put this supporting trend line in. Price has traded through that. This is the candle here, is the one that really started to kick off the movement. So I'd want to see price come back to an area of resistance. If we then saw a rejection, that could offer further short opportunities down to that 0.62 handle, which is just down through here. Alternatively, again, you want to be looking for your break and retest. So at the moment, we're coming into this low here at the 0.6225 handle. So alternatively, you could wait, sit on your hands, see if price did something like this as well for a move down at that 62.25. Okay, I would prefer to see price pull back a little bit first, give us that opportunity. You may want to widen the zone to include the lows as well. There's no harm in doing that, and then look for that potential continuation to the downside there. Another chart of interest for us was New Zealand Swiss. So if we want to jump into New Zealand Swiss, we can see that the market is on the way to the downside, and again the Swiss franc is the second strongest currency at the moment, and the New Zealand dollar is our weakest from both tables. So we want to be looking at the potential for this market to trade to the downside. Now unlike New Zealand US dollar, New Zealand Swiss has already kind of traded through key lows. So you can see that we've traded through the 0.58 handle here, and we've got a little bit of open space down to the next area of support, which is the 0.5725. So essentially we're in that sort of impulsive move to the downside here. We're in that kind of phase down. So that to me suggests that, you know, we should be looking at our lower time frames of potential opportunities. Now trend traders, you may want to look at sort of your 4-hour time frames, maybe even your 8-hour time frames. So if I just go to the 8-hour time frame, what you may want to look for is the pullback into the 0.58 handle for a move to the downside there towards that 0.5725. Alternatively, as a day trader, if we go down lower again to the 30-minute time frame, look at how price is reacting at the moment. You can see we're getting these lower highs coming into play, we're getting these lower lows, and most recently we've broken into new lows. So I want to see price kind of pull back now. I want to see price either pull back towards the highs at the 0.5775, or I want to see price pull back into the lows for an opportunity to the downside there. So keep your eye on that one. You can also see it on the hourly as well. Really nice move to the downside there. But the trend traders are going to be looking at the 0.58 as for a move, and your day traders could look internally into this move for opportunities on those lower highs. So keep your eye on those two charts to look for. Obviously there are other charts that you can look at as well. There is Swiss yen, for instance, could be a potential market to look at. Dollar yen also could be a potential to look at. So two other charts to look at there, but make sure that you look at your technicals surrounding those pairs before making a decision. Thanks for watching this video. I look forward to speaking to you in the next one.